What's the deal, gang? Welcome to the first official episode of the TBH podcast. I'm your main host, Eric. To my right,
We got Jay.
and to my left,
We got Ky.
all right. And today is like an introductory episode. So to be honest, we're gonna have to get into how we first met. Yep.
Sure.
And then we're gonna segue into some other stuff after that. So I'm gonna let one of y'all take it off from y'all perspective of how we met. We're gonna get into it.
All right, well, I'm going to hand it off to K because, he's been at the school first, so that's where it all started at. So, you're going to have K, start it off.
Yeah, so basically, honestly, it started off with me and Jay meeting each other first. Freshman year of high school, we had like 2 classes together. And so basically, the more I kept seeing him, the more, hadn't spoken to me, and I was like, I might as well say what's up, you feel me? He, another black student, you feel me? Got to stick by my brothers and all that, you feel me?
Right.
So one day,
Fight the power.
right? So one day, honestly, I think the first time really where we said something was when you came in later, right?
Yeah.
So he came in. He went to the wrong lunch.
I had asked y'all, too. I was like, y'all know where to go? Like, where I go next period, there's like, nigga, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, we did have a weird schedule though.
Y'all did?
We did have a weird schedule though.
The one thing about that school that we went to, it was a block schedule. So
Yeah.
I'm coming from a school that's a regular schedule where it go from 1
Every
to
period,
6.
every day.
Exactly, it's
Yeah.
1 to 6 every day. They switch it off. It's like 1-3-5 one day, 2-4-6 one day, and it gets worse when we have a break because that shit.
Bro.
Then it switches up.
Yeah, right, and then everybody on Snapchat. What's tomorrow's schedule?
Yeah.
So it's
It
all
was super
bad.
weird.
Yeah, so he went to the wrong lunch. We was all in class, and then he came in like 30 minutes before we were supposed to go to lunch. And then me and the other homie in class, we were just looking at him laughing like, bro, he tripping, like, blah, blah, blah.
Man, I was embarrassed.
And then,
Embarrassed, nigga.
yeah, he said he was
I peeped the
embarrassed.
niggas laughing too, and then everybody was looking at me. And I was like, and then the teacher was just looking at me. And he was like, "This all good." Like he was like, "Just go ahead and go." And I was like, "Okay." Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, this is not the best second day ever. 'Cause this shit is looking real rough right now."
Yeah. So I think when we went to lunch, I think he probably came over and said something to you.
Yeah.
And then after that, we was like, come on, kick it by lunch table, blah, blah, blah. Or we actually who you hung out with, I think.
Yeah, well, the whole thing was, I think I had stepped away and I was talking to somebody on the phone. I don't know if I had called somebody like an old friend or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had came back to the table and it was about time for lunch to end. So then I had asked me what my schedule was, and then that's where it all like really happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just go from my perspective now. But yeah. So yeah, then like the next day it was like Wednesday, and then that's when I found out that me and Kyle was in the same class. So
Yeah, same homeroom.
yeah, so then we just ended up just being cool. He just came, just sat by me, and we just started talking about like shoes and sports and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's how we all became cool with the other homie, and yeah, that's how it really kind of started.
Yeah.
And then what else I was gonna say that was pretty much it, isn't it though?
Yeah. Just found out we had a lot of stuff in common.
we
Really.
just had a lot of common. That was pretty much it.
Start walking home together and all that.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
started
walking
walking home.
home,
I had found out that we had found out that we had the same route as going home, but I used to go like the farther way.
Yeah, I don't know. He was
I would go all the way around the entire neighborhood to get to home when like I could just took a straight path right there and I'd been at home in like 15 minutes. I used to take like 30 minutes to get home.
That's crazy.
That shit was ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Yeah, then he had found out that we had walked the same way. So then we really started being cool because then we found out that we liked the music. So
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, walking home together pretty much every single day.
yeah, that's how that. And then what makes it even crazier is that we found out that we were like 2 blocks away and we never knew it. Like after like 2 months of walking home together, we finally found out that we were literally 2 blocks away.
Yeah. And then after that, we'd always pull up on a driveway, throw the football, play basketball on my little court, or whatever. We just bonded. Especially that summer, I think. That summer going into sophomore year was really bonded.
That's when he started coming around.
Yeah.
So we'll give it off to E, the main host, to figure out how he was able to kick it with all of us before he came.
So basically, I came during the second semester. He came during the second semester too, but he came a little earlier than me.
Yeah,
a little bit earlier. So he was kind of like already getting into it, you know. And when I came in, I didn't know anybody. I came from a whole different city, so you know, I thought I was coming in. I'm gonna be the cool nigga. Like I'm gonna be.
That's everybody mentality.
Yeah, everybody coming in thinking they finna be
All
a
the
whole
girls
different
go
person.
Yeah, right. And then you find out the school that we went to was 5,000 other niggas. That's already a cool kid. Then what you gonna do then?
Yeah, you gotta find you. Yeah.
Shit was crazy, and it's especially tough because it's like everybody there pretty much know everybody. Everybody went to middle school together or know somebody from somewhere, and coming into a new place as a new student from a whole different area is hard. But yeah, basically, I came in. I don't know if it was like the first day, but it was the first couple of days where I was basically in my health class.
Yeah.
Bro went through a whole schedule.
Damn. But basically, all the health classes are in the same building pretty much. So my health class is right next to theirs, and you see, you know, I was a new student. I didn't really have people to talk to. So my health teacher, who was an older white lady, you know, her intentions were good, but her you know,
the execution wasn't
that's the word I was looking for. The execution was not good. So I was like the last person in class. Everybody was walking by outside in the hallway, and then, you know, me and her just standing there talking or whatever, and she like, in her mind, she like, oh, I'm gonna hook this nigga up with the rest of the niggas. So, you know, she spot them walking around.
Pretty much.
Man, she put me on. But yeah, she seen these two walking outside going to lunch lunch. And she was like, yeah, come here. And called them over and like introduced us and stuff, which is why I said like, you know, it was good intentions, bad execution.
Yeah.
And you know, we shook hands or whatever, and you know, said what up. But I was really like,
that nigga was acting too cool.
Yeah, he was too cool, bro.
I remember that shit. I was like, this nigga was acting weird. Like he was like, he didn't want to shake a nigga hand or something. I was like, okay.
He's like, I got my penny board on my back. Nigga, y'all got this.
I wasn't doing all that. I was cool, but it was just like, yeah, like y'all cool or whatever. But I'm trying to be a cool nigga, so let me see.
He said, I'm trying to be number one out of 5,000.
Right. And yeah, just after that, I went about my day or whatever. I think I hung out with y'all, like sat at the same table, but you feel me? I wasn't like talking or whatever, because I'm not that talkative, you know, contrary to popular belief when I'm with these niggas. But I don't like to talk that much, so I'm just sitting there chilling, getting to feel everybody and all that. And you know, we started going home the same way. I noticed they walked the same way I did, but I had a penny board at the time, so I'm like,
passing right by us every time.
Nigga, I'm skating, I'm getting ghosts.
I used to even see you going to school too.
Really?
Yeah, because my mom would drop me off, so I was like, listen, when it's penny board and KD's, bro.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it used to be on like the other side of the street. I'd be on like the main side where like everybody would be like bunched up at, like where all the schools is like connected.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always see you on the other side. You used to be like moving. I was like,
on me, like he bro had a mission to do.
I was like, fuck it then.
Hey, on that little ass penny board, man, that shit was crazy. But yeah, we didn't really start like getting into our group, you know, getting the core group together. We didn't start doing that till the next year, sophomore year. Yeah. In the summer of, like I mentioned it before, you know, they invited me out to play basketball and stuff like that, and we was all chilling and stuff. It's a story about what, the first time I came out there? When I was all dressed up and shit?
First time this nigga came out there, that nigga, what?
Yeah,
you could have sworn he was trying to
Fit
get
it
a
up.
deal for Jordan. He was trying to get a deal. Stop playing with him. He was trying to get a deal. Don't even talk to him.
I am not the one.
Yeah, that shit crazy. You can hear that story
in the zero.
Yeah, in the 0 episode that I'm gonna release with this one.
You have the picture of you? You ever take a picture of that?
No.
Record you?
Nah, that didn't record me. That would have been real fast.
That would have been, we would have been roasting him.
Y'all would have been some assholes for real. But
there's been a couple niggas that came into. Why did y'all niggas always come to the park trying to dress? I swear we're about to hoop.
We finna play for real.
We're trying to hoop. Y'all niggas coming like, I ain't gonna say his name, but we know that nigga. That nigga wore a whole pants, had the little shirt with the hoodie thing. Remember the shirt hoodies that niggas used to wear?
Bro,
that
I always
wore
hated
that.
those.
They just. It was either that gray or that black one. It was either one of those two. You cannot pick any other. It was a gray or the black one.
No, that dude cool though. He the homie. Did I tell you how recently he came up to my job? Yeah. Cool. But that was a core memory.
That was fun.
Yeah,
we always talk about that shit. That shit was mad fun. Like literally that whole summer we would either just hoop, play 2K or play the game, just period. You
But
know?
he didn't really play on the game with us for
I didn't
a
start
minute.
for a while.
He didn't play till like I left him when I came.
Yeah.
When I had left. That's when he
He
started.
probably played like GTA.
Yeah, he
GTA
played
and like
GTA.
Black Ops, I think, because he didn't play 2K with us.
Nah, he.
I did.
It was
I
just
had-
me and you that played
Yeah.
2K
And like time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had 2K, but I used to play with
You played the other one.
yeah, with my other. But yeah, like what's some other core memories y'all got of us being like of us together? Like it's always some shit that we got going on when we in the group. You feel me?
That was pretty much. I would say that was like the best memories like as the best
that
ones.
first day at the park. Let me check some stuff.
I gotta say, like,
I'll tell you that for sure.
It's good. We good.
I knew it was, nigga. I got storage, nigga. You don't have storage.
I got storage. I don't know what the hell was going on.
I'm really trying to. I'd say one of the core memories was
Another one besides that one.
yeah
besides.
for me and Jay, the crumping, the little crumping
video,
video.
yeah.
That's a core memory.
I gotta put that one up on screen. Go ahead.
Who's saying
I already got it.
From how you got the crumping video?
My nigga, don't worry about that.
That nigga lying. He don't
Oh,
even
he
got
got
it.
nothing.
He don't even know what video it is.
Right.
Y'all show me video all the time. I know.
But I ain't sent it. We never sent it in the group
I
chat.
haven't believe it. But anyway.
That nigga,
Wow.
alright.
Wow.
You better stop gassing yourself up before we talk about that roller coaster, nigga.
Without the archive.
Yeah,
oh,
nigga.
God.
All right, we're not talking about that right now. We're not gonna get into that.
With all three of us, I'd say
Like that.
the history. Yeah, Black Panther. Black Panther was a core memory, but I'd say the history project. The history project was a core memory.
That's also another story.
Yeah, that's in the
zero episode.
The history project was a core memory.
Yeah. Another time of me trying to be fitted, and that shit was not working out.
I'd say like with the big group, like when we was hooping,
Oh,
was when
that
everybody
one day
was
when
there.
everybody- I
With-
forgot about that
With T
shit.
Grizzly, bro. We
T.
was
Grizzly.
talking about T Grizzly.
That nigga is.
That
funny.
nigga, that was good.
I hope he doing good in life.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
He got a kid. I remember I seen him on
Yeah,
Snapchat with a kid.
yeah.
I don't use Snapchat anymore. Y'all use Snapchat?
No,
I go on.
only time I ever use Snapchat now is to snap my niece because we have a streak.
I do it every so often just to see what niggas doing, but that's pretty much it.
Even then, I'll be scrolling to see if anybody want to watch the story, but I never watch the story.
Yeah.
Nah, but that day at the park was lit because we was there literally from sun up to sundown. That shit was
The
lit.
whole party for real.
Literally.
That was when the whole game was strong. Like it was
Literally,
big.
and then it just dissipated after that
Yeah.
because people moved and stuff. But
Man.
yeah, that was probably the best day. Yeah, you was the first one
That'd be
gone.
my big bad
You sure was the first one gone, bro.
I was?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
You
Yeah.
left and then other people I don't even remember.
I think Salt. I think
Sophomore
like
year
senior
is-
year
senior
is when like
Sophomore year going to junior year is when I had left.
yeah.
So I was literally
Yeah, you the first one that left.
Which is kind of cool though, is that even when I left, we still was able to like kick it.
Yeah, definitely.
BT.
Oh yeah, BT.
I forgot about that.
BT.
Jesus Christ, that was the same year they did the little Nipsey slap, huh? Is that the same
Yeah,
year?
that
was
was
the
the
same year,
year.
so
That
was.
sure was.
We was right there, but did not see nothing either. That's crazy.
I remember seeing Eric Mena right in front of me. I looked wanted to spit game, but I was
Oh,
like,
did.
I'm like, I can't do nothing. I said I can't do nothing. I know. You feel me? I know, but I was like, no, she's looking good in person. I'm not gonna hoop.
Man, it's all good.
Yeah, what else is another big memory that we had?
I remember that one time.
His bike.
My bike.
The bike we was talking about.
Young and
No, the walk homes, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
just the
for
walk
sure.
home was
The
cool.
Walk to home for sure.
Man.
Even when I left, I think they were still wild. Like the shit y'all would tell me, like when we be on the game or something, or if we ever kicked it.
Yeah, especially if we have like the little, like the girls come with us and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Something always pop off. For the
Something's
girls
always
came.
going on.
This
This nigga butt buddy was walking by him all the time. Did not let her out of his
That
sight.
was actually that whole situation with him and crazy.
Leave it out. That
That
shit
was
was
crazy.
crazy. She really was getting on that nigga.
Niggas was arguing over me, like,
Bro, that shit
That's
was
just
just
wild. I still can't believe that.
You bugging, bro.
That's crazy. I wonder if he think about that shit now. Like, I really argue with a bitch over.
I really never think about what all the shit he used to do.
He used to do some crazy
He used to do
shit.
stupid shit. Like, real, like,
Facts.
remedial shit. Like, it was like, for real.
No, bro, one thing we're really forgetting, bro, core memories is the slap box fights, nigga.
Nigga, I forgot about those.
I said, bro, we started a whole after school fight
It was like
for
literally-
2 weeks.
Oh, God.
Yeah, man.
It just got bigger and bigger every time.
Who was the
bro.
first one?
Eric. It was literally like 4 or 5 of us because it was like based on like what happened in class.
I think I instigated it.
No,
Everybody
Hakeem-
was instigating that shit.
Hakeem was
Hakeem
the
was the
main
most
one
one.
that
Oh,
instigated
okay.
That nigga was like, bro, like,
You gonna let us start? You
oh,
gonna let us
God,
start?
bro,
You gonna
bro,
let us
he called out your fave, bro, I thought you was from Compton, bro, I thought they were turned out, bro. That shit bugged the fuck out of me. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, he was like, I really gotta do this.
damn. Yeah, I'm like, damn.
It was y'all two first, and it was me.
And then, yeah, you and Bleak, and then it was like a couple other people, I think, and
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no. It was and the other one.
We had some double fight days.
Yeah, for
we had
sure.
some double fight days.
yeah, one in lunch and one after school type shit.
Which I think was the best one.
I ain't gonna lie.
That was the most memorable one.
Yeah, the most
I'm not gonna
memorable.
lie, Yeah.
Look, he slapped this man to the point to where the nigga said,
I wish we could show
wall,
these
bro.
videos, but nigga.
yeah, they're gonna be
Yeah,
hot.
they'll be
They
hot.
gonna be tripping.
Niggas be
on
wanting the
shit.
real fade.
Oh, for real.
Niggas will really want the real fade.
That nigga's supposed to be a little gangbanger now still, so I mean, shit.
It is what it
Yeah, it
is.
is what it is. But yeah, that was the most memorable one. He got smacked up.
Oh,
I got smacked up. I ain't even gonna cap. Shit.
But at least that was before it got big, though.
Yeah,
That was before it got
yeah,
big, so you
yeah.
took it out before it got big.
Right.
If it was how big it got by the end, when like just people just heard about it, the grapevine
everybody
was pulling
about
up.
it. That shit was horrible.
But it was, I swear it was like almost every other week that shit was like getting packed.
Exactly, bro. Each
More
matchup
every
got bigger and bigger. Bro.
To the point where like the security guards were trying to figure out what was going on.
Right.
Exactly,
That
yeah,
shit was
because
bad.
we was all pulled up in the bathroom. So by the end of it, I was like, yeah, nah, this is not gonna work out at all.
That shit was crazy. We really should have been charging niggas, honestly.
We
At
said
that
we
point,
was
yeah,
though.
at that point,
We
yeah.
said, remember we said we were like, we better start charging y'all niggas because y'all can't just be coming up in
Yeah,
there
I'm burning out the
and
spot.
making- Right, and then making every, and then niggas would be going in there just to
Telling everybody, feel
No, not even that. They was trying to make their own fight club. I like,
Yeah.
nigga,
Oh, no,
I'm not about
for
to do
real.
that.
For
No.
real, we the originators of this. I remember I started stepping out. And when it got to the end, I was like, I don't even care about y'all.
Yeah, like, got all the names on it. Like, you don't even worry about that shit.
Right.
That shit crazy.
Yeah,
as hell.
that was a core memory for sure.
What is something that y'all expected when y'all first stepped on the campus over there?
Sheesh.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like, was y'all nervous when y'all first pulled up? Was y'all chill? Was y'all late? Was y'all like,
Like, what was your experience
yeah,
first time?
The first one, like when you first got there, like damn, I just stepped on campus. You know, it's gonna be cool. Once you get to your place, like, this is not gonna be cool. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie, but it was because it was high school. Like, you got seniors over there. Like, you feel me? Like they dang near grown. You feel me? And I'm like a little freshman.
Kids.
So, but you know, I was always trying to be cool, but I was like, you know, I'm just stick with the homies I had from middle school. So that's kind of what eased it out for me. But I did think I was gonna make varsity my first year for real. So
Mike.
no, for real, no, bro. If you saw my tryout, because like the one thing I didn't know about that was like a lot of the people that made the team already had relationships with the coach. I knew none of the coaches, right? So when I was doing my tryout, I was balling out. I was against other freshmen, and so I was doing my thing, and the coach was like, "Yo, who was that?" So I got introduced and all that, and then they moved me to like the JV court for like 2 games, and then I went back to the freshman court. But I thought I was gonna be on varsity for real.
Put this nigga
I
back.
ain't gonna lie, I thought I was on the same shit.
But yeah,
I
So-
thought I was on the same shit. For football, I was like, yeah. Before I came to, I ain't gonna lie, when I came to Rosie, I thought I was gonna be cold too. Which I was cold, but I was like, I don't know why I'm still here. But it was like, remember it was at the time when we had like at least like 60, 70 niggas on the football team.
Damn.
And that shit was bad.
oh yeah, I remember. Yeah,
It was bad.
Yeah.
But before I
Bro,
came,
almost everybody played football at
Oh,
school,
God.
bro. I'm not even
oh
gonna
God, they just played just to play.
Exactly. I remember everybody on game days wearing the jersey.
Everybody.
Like, damn, why y'all on the team?
Everybody Everybody sitting on the bench too, huh?
I played. That's all I gotta say. I played. Regardless, I was doing my shit every time.
Yeah.
I ain't even trying to brag or boast, but nigga, every time I step on the field, I was doing my shit. But yeah, I feel you though, because when I went to Claremont, shit, I don't give a fuck.
That's in the past.
Right. Nah, but yeah, when I went to Claremont, I was good, but I was like you said, like once you like build those relationships with the coaches, it's like you kind of said, but I kind of was off on the back foot because I was like, I'm pretty much like, everybody know I'm a hothead. So when it comes to sports and probably other shit, but we're not gonna talk about that. but yeah, like when it comes to sports, so I'm a real bad hothead. I'll send you a clip of me doing some nut shit. Put on here for this part. Remember that time I sent you that video of the nigga when I grabbed his helmet? I'm like,
yeah, I do remember.
Aggressive. Yeah, I feel that though. It's good when you build your relationships with like these coaches and teachers and stuff like that. Yeah. You get like to that level of what you want to be at. Yeah. But yeah, I fucked that over.
I understand.
It is what it is.
If there's any youngins out there that want to like be in varsity or go to college, bro, tap in with your coaches.
Nah, for sure.
Build a relationship. That'll put you.
That puts you higher. Like it's not. What's the saying? Like, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
So, you know, in this world, connections is king.
Right.
Is king. Right. That's how you do it.
Nah, for sure.
But to get back to the whole topic and all that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my first experience there, like when I was feeling this stuff, I was scared. Because I'm like, damn, like I'm going to a whole different school, a whole different area, you know, people I don't know nobody. So I'm here by myself thugging. I'm like, I'm gonna be the coolest nigga here. That didn't work out. But
that's how I stepped on.
Yeah, just came in with the hoodie. I didn't have a hoodie at that time, but like I used to come in all the time with hoodie on with some sweats or some short or pants, and I was just chilling and wasn't talking to nobody. I was trying to let niggas talk to me. That's how you supposed to do it.
But you see how this nigga talk to me. So I was like, all right, cool.
And you know, like after the second week, I believe I was just cool, but like it was just scary. And then the first first half, pretty much just coming from a different place and trying to come in. But it was cool though. After a while, after you find your friends, you know.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, high school was a fun time.
For me, when I went there. When I first stepped on campus to that Rosie, my first thought was like, damn, I ain't meeting no bitches. I was like, cause I'm new, and I'm like, yeah, they ain't trying to fuck with the nigga. But like, as you like constantly like show your face around, and they be like, oh, okay, who's that?
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, that was what I was first thinking. But then I was like, nah, fuck that. Let me think about like sports and stuff like that. Let me try to see if I can like. Build a what's the saying? Repertoire?
Report?
Yeah, build a report to, try to see if I can make it to the next level of like whatever sport I was playing at that time.
Yeah.
And I was just really thinking about that more so than at first it was like girls, and then it was like, nah, let me think about sports, and I was like, let me think about school. Then when I started thinking about school, and I was like, damn, I have no friends. Let me start making friends. So that's when I started to really think about. And that's what my expectation was, just to more so just build more friends up.
Yeah, I get that. But honestly, high school only as fun as you make it.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you just chilling by yourself, it's not gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. During high school, I used to sit there and think, like the whole 4 years, I used to sit there and think like, this shit kind of trash. Like this shit cool. But when I look back at it, I'm like, yeah, this shit was kind of like not too bad. Like this shit was
for real. Everybody always say that too when they come to high school. They be like, damn, this shit trash. And then it's like when you really, it's like not. It's like you said, it's like it's what you make it, honestly. Yeah. And then for me, it's kind of different from their experience because I switched to like 3 schools, so
it get passed around.
You know, that's what you're not gonna do.
That's crazy.
You're not gonna do that. Nah, but I switched to like 3 schools, so I was expected to make a lot more friends. I mean, I made friends at every school I went to, but you expect to make like a whole bunch of friends because then you know people from everywhere. Yeah. Which I do know people from everywhere, but I'm real reserved, so it wasn't like how it was really too much planned. Like I expect, like what Eric was saying, I expecting people to come to me when you're quiet. So when you come to you when you're quiet, then they want to know who you are. So
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah, I get that. But you know, sometimes you gotta like be the one that like get things jumped off the.
yeah.
You feel me? So.
But you know what really taught you that is college.
Oh, for sure.
Because when you go to college and you be like, it's not so bad. It's what high school was from with colleges. Because like niggas is grown, niggas is want to engage with other people. So
yeah. And then, but I remember the first thing, I don't know what it is, but like when I was going to RCC, like before COVID and all that, like pretty much everything that high school had, like if you sitting by yourself, you lame. If you do this, you lame. Blah blah blah. Nigga, all that was out the window.
yeah, nigga, I'm
the
trying
first
to
day.
This degree, fuck is you talking
Exactly.
about?
Especially with like being that community, like everybody just go in there, go to class, maybe go get some food and go back home.
Right.
You feel me? Nobody is living on campus and all that. You feel me? Everybody there for business. So I remember when I was eating, you know, by myself, chilling, listening to music, watching a video, whatever. I even farted sitting down. I was like, I would have never done this in high school. I was like, yeah, but I'm grown now. I'm gonna do what I want to do. You feel me? So I was like, oh, bet. And I met one homie there, but high school, college is honestly, like my experience so far, college is a lot better than high school. Just as far as like
Freedom.
Yeah, like, pretty much, yeah. Because now we all got wheels, you know, got some money, you feel me?
Shit tough out here. That's what it is. Yeah.
Nah, it is tough, but it's
But you can
at the
pretty
same
much
time,
do whatever you want to.
But like literally, whatever people tell you is like, oh, college is this and college is that. No, it's literally just a bunch of grown ass niggas with like grown ass kids with money. Literally,
yeah. That is one thing I realized. You know, being an adult, you feel me? Like, obviously, when you're younger, you think 22, 23, like. Niggas got it made, you feel me? Like, they over there got a whole different mindset. But, like, obviously, yeah, you will evolve past that. But, like, nigga, like, we still having fun. We still just enjoying life. It's not about, like, you know, being all rigid, like, trying to set a family up or anything like that.
Facts.
But let's get off this topic.
Yeah, let's get off this topic and head to the next one. I got, what's your main personality trait? Like, what do you think your whole character is? Like you know how somebody say like, oh, like, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, I get what you said.
Yeah. Like, what do you think yours is?
I don't know.
Like, oh, he got in a car accident. That's all his shit. Like, you know? What? Like, oh, like he's a computer nerd. That's his whole personality type shit. I don't know why I said car.
That's like
I was like a car.
That's like you mean like personality or like
what is your whole character? What is
what do we think our character is?
Yeah, what do you think your main thing is? Like, what do you think your whole identity is surrounded by?
That's a good question.
If that makes sense. Like, you personally, what do
you get what he's saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I couldn't really tell you. Yeah,
you don't like y'all sometimes to think about it and talk about
I'm not gonna
lie.
lie. For me, like, if we did like a personality trait, I get that. But like for me, like, I've been like fine-tuning my mindset to be like, yeah, I do this, but that's not what I am. You feel me? Like, yeah, I do graphic design. Yeah, I go to school, but I'm not. That's not all I am. You feel me? So I'm not trying to confine myself into like one thing. You feel me? So it's like it's just something I do. So like I could say, yeah, I'm a graphic designer, but that's just something I do.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So that's I don't try to lump my whole identity into like that thing. So
yeah, I feel that.
Because if that was the case, I can say all I do is work.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
but like that's not what you are.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Or okay.
So we were at the question.
So if we did like a personality trait, you feel me? Like what's your main personality trait?
How about we say what we think the other person is like?
We could do that too.
Like person trait?
Yeah. Like if y'all was to say like,
what do you think they're
like? If you're telling this to somebody else, like, oh, Julian's like this.
Like, this is him. What would you say about you?
I would say for sure. I never thought about it.
Right.
I never thought about it.
Nah,
I don't either.
Me personally,
that was a good question though. It kind of threw me off.
That's a good question.
Yeah, because I've been thinking about it like, damn, like, what's my whole shtick? Like, what's my thing?
I would just say, if somebody was to ask me like, who's Eric and what is it, like how Eric is, I'd be like, that nigga goofy.
Yeah.
I was like, he's real goofy, he's nice, he's real quiet, but if you talk to him, he'll definitely engage with you.
Definitely.
I'll say that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. I'll say I'm a little nerdy too. Most definitely.
Yeah. I'll say he kind of like nerdy, but it's kind of like a cool nerdy. Like he's like it's like that one kid
like
that's
a
that
relatable nerdy. Yeah, like a relatable nerdy. Not like a. I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want to offend nobody.
Nah, I'm already knowing. Yeah, just like
he ain't no clock tower kid, but he like literally like you know what a better way to describe him? He's like RDC World, like kind of put into one.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of like
creative, goofy.
Yeah,
something like that. I can see that. I see that.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta fuck with that.
I would say that.
Yeah. For you, honestly, I'd say you some of the same way. I wouldn't say as like nerdy or nothing like that, but like you just
nerdy.
a cool. I'm saying
Jay is not nerdy.
Not nerdy. You just like a cool cool.
He a cool like laid back.
Yeah, laid back when he wanted to be.
Reserved.
I want to be.
I would say you do have a brash side. I would say that, but as long as the person knows you, you already know that's just
cool.
It ain't nothing bad.
You feel me? You loyal and all that stuff. Like you a cool dude.
Yeah.
You just got that hot side to you.
Pretty much, just don't fuck with bro. You
That's pretty much what it is.
Basically.
And then, what do you think about him? Or you need some time?
I would say the same thing. He's really laid back. Right?
Yeah, you laid back.
Real laid
I wouldn't
back.
say timid, but I would say like
He's not timid. He just like real like.
He
really think about it.
I just speaking
He really think about what reaction or whatever.
He very calculated.
Yeah. I'll say that.
You goofy though. Like we all just some.
Everybody off the list is real
goofy,
goofy.
yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, like
That was corny.
it was super corny.
I didn't even mean to do it though.
Like whatchamacallit, them girls that be like, I'm so quirky. You know?
No, that shit was horrible. I remember I got videos of this nigga, like, he just goofy. He be sitting in the car. I remember one time he was like, yee. You remember that shit?
No.
Bro, I gotta put the video.
I remember that.
Bro was in the car doing just crazy shit, just for no reason. Just sitting to himself, just yee, doing stupid shit. But that's all of us. Like, it's just weird.
No, definitely. We did do some shit.
Weird? No.
Oh, I'm weird, but we just all just.
You are weird. You do some weird shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna get on you right now. You do some weird shit. Like some real odd shit.
Okay. Can you explain?
I'm not gonna really do you, but
okay.
But you do some weird shit.
Okay.
And I'm glad that you know that you do be doing some stupid and weird shit.
Okay.
I think you're remedial sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn.
But that's neither here nor there.
Damn. That's the host, bro.
I mean,
I guess the roast the host type
The
of shit.
roast of marriage.
Hey, if we did that, that'd be wild.
but that was a good question though.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I couldn't really tell you like what my personality trait was.
If it was, what about if it's something you feel like you could add on to yourself, like another personality trait? What would you want to add on?
Me personally, I would add on more confidence, just because it's like I see all the opportunities and stuff I miss. It's like, damn, bro, like if you was more confident, this would be different. You feel me?
I'm confident, but I'm not like out there. Like I'm just more so like
you don't project your confidence.
Yeah, you're not arrogant.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you can tell I got confidence, but I'm not gonna be like, yeah, nigga, I'm confident.
I'm finna be loud in the room, but I'm not finna be the loudest in the room.
I feel you. Yeah,
That makes sense.
Yeah. Bogus niggas always the loudest in the room.
Exactly.
You feel me?
We about paper. We not about all that bullshit.
I would say for me, I would say like I don't know if this is like a personality trait, but I would say a little more loud. You feel me? Like or more, I guess a little more open.
I'd say you're pretty open. That was another one we could have put in there for him because I think you already is open.
You're open.
Well,
you gradually start to get open like a lot more. Like ever since you've been to Cal Poly, like this nigga talks a lot more. Like,
okay, all right.
It's like his confidence has grown a whole lot more.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'd say just more vocal. You feel me? Sometimes I just be like, I feel like I could do it, but like I just don't do it. You feel me?
No, that makes sense. So you feel me? We didn't talk about our core memories and stuff like that, and just all the time we done spent together. So I kind of had I thought of it like last week or so. I remember I had kind of mentioned it to you a little bit, but I was thinking maybe we could do this whole thing where we start like documenting all the we don't gotta be all, but like some of the times that we all spend together. and just like
Yeah, we need
compile some
to
shit.
film more.
Yeah, film more
There
shit.
was we have so we have an extension group, but this is just like the main group
This is
right
the
here
core.
that they don't know about, but this is really the main group.
Yeah.
But yeah, they talked about recording it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like multiple times. One of them said that she wants to record it. I'm like, you should have ended that.
Yeah, honestly.
I don't know if you remember that one recording that we went to for that
Bro,
music video.
This not coming out no
Oh
more.
God!
But just look
God.
at that. Let's look at the music video. Though.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna say on God. I ain't gonna say on God because ain't no telling.
Right.
But just yeah, the music video.
It was this one person who was like recording herself.
Can you say that?
Yeah, it wasn't part of the official
saying-
production. But this is one person recording herself or whatever and recording everything that was going on around her. And a couple people had asked her, like, what are you doing? Like, why do you have a camera? What are you doing? And she was just explaining, like, yeah, like, I'm recording myself for these like, she said she'd been doing it for, like, what, 2-3 years already?
I
And
think I
said,
seen that. She
yeah.
said it for kids or something.
Yeah,
That's
she
just
did.
hard.
So that's what I'm saying, like, we should start doing that. Like while we here right now, like, how we are now.
Just have it for memory.
Yeah, just keep recording, and eventually when we up there, because it's not a win, it's not an if, it's a win. You feel me?
Right.
So when we up there, we can look back on this big ass documentary we got of our lives and be like, damn, this shit crazy. You feel me? And I feel like that'd be some real cool stuff just to do and let people see.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
Yeah.
And especially like you use the footage for almost anything. You feel me?
Yeah.
When we get married, you feel me? You can do like a slideshow or whatever, birthday parties,
The whole game, just doing everyday life stuff.
And then eventually, you feel me? If we really get on Netflix documentary, that shit, everybody making money.
Man, everybody making dough off it. And yeah, so that's something that I kind of wanted to bring into the fray and say that.
Nah, yeah, I'm cool with it. You can, matter of fact, you can go get a camcorder from a thrift store.
Exactly, just
For
look it
like
up like that.
$25.
Nah, I'm gonna get this one camera. It's called a DJI, the gimbal camera, Pocket 2 or whatever.
Okay.
It's like a little handheld camera.
Yeah, I thought you said you had that.
No, I want to get it.
Oh,
I thought
that's where I was confused.
What
That's why I was
gadgets
confused.
don't you have? For real, like.
I don't know, bro. I just be picking up stuff because it seemed interesting, and I'm a kid at heart, and I didn't I don't want to say like I didn't get everything that I wanted when I was younger, but like, you feel me? I didn't get too much stuff, so it's like now that I'm older, huh?
I said you was gonna call it what it is. Niggas ain't really get what they wanted.
Niggas didn't really get what they wanted. You feel me? I wasn't broke, poor, down bad, but you feel me? We wasn't the wealthiest of people.
Just have to take care of other stuff.
Yeah, so now that I have a little bit more money, you feel me? Man, I just bought a slushy magic cup for what? No reason.
A slushy magic cup.
Slushy
I
magic
remember those commercials. I remember those
squeeze the cup
commercials.
yeah, I just bought one like for no reason. I didn't need it, but I wanted it.
Is
So,
it
it is what it
Is
is.
that the apple juice shit that you was showing me?
Yeah.
Fucking child.
That shit hard. But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm a child at
That's
heart.
way too much. Please stop cussing.
I'm probably gonna leave it out for the first 5 minutes. Get that money. It's alright, me too. But yeah, man, y'all about ready to wrap it up, or you think you got some more in this?
That's up to you.
Yeah, we're just gonna wrap it up, but to end it out, we're gonna get into like.
That was a good question. I like that question she had. That shit really like stuck with me because I never really thought about that.
Yeah, that's some mind thinking shit. We gotta bring stuff like that into every
We
episode.
asked about the
Personality traits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but to end it out, let's just like, since this is about us and our personality and stuff, let's end it off with like our top 5 music artists, excluding Kendrick Lamar, because we all know.
We're talking about all time because I remember on the
We could do
all time or like this ain't growing up.
Growing up,
Coming up, yeah, growing
okay.
up.
From our time frame, growing up.
No, growing up, I don't.
Realistically, who you listen to, not like popular artists.
Growing up,
You wanna start
talking
with-
about 2000s.
Yeah.
I say. I mean, I don't really just listen to the radio in my college, except for like when my parents played like gospel or something. You feel me?
I mean, if that's your
But I would say like.
Yeah,
I would say like growing up, I'd have Kanye in there. I'd have some Lil Wayne in there. That's because we can get into the story at a different time, but my babysitter, Dee Dee, a whole lot of stuff with that one, but she's the one who literally took us to Circuit City to pick up the Carter 3, just blasted in the car every time we was with her. So I say those two. Fred Hammond, that's my dad. I always played Fred Hammond. Gospel, bro. It's like gospel. I say like Eminem and then Michael Jackson.
Okay, that's a solid in that order or just like
That's just off top.
okay for sure. Michael Jackson. Yeah, good enough.
And I ain't pity off of Ky. I really like Mike Jack. That nigga's that nigga.
Yeah, especially when he died, that was the only thing in my ears for the time being.
Mike Jack. He said everybody but Kendrick.
Because well, okay. One thing between all three of us is we're
That's
fans of
another
Kendrick
reason
Lamar.
why we all became friends.
Pretty much.
Kenny's the GOAT. So
He's the GOAT. So we're gonna exclude him out because he's most likely gonna be in our top 2 and he's not number 2.
Fact.
So yeah. Just go ahead.
Mike Jack. Who else I listen to? It could be any.
Yeah. I just did 2000s like when I was like a kid.
Oh, when he was a kid.
You can also do like current or like
T-Pain.
T-Pain.
Damn, I forgot.
That's a
T-Pain.
good
I'm
one.
not
That's a
gonna
good
hold
one. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Chris Brown, low key.
Yeah.
Chris Brown.
Yeah, that's one of mine.
Who else? Can I just say this as a whole? Like the South in the 2000s. So
Okay, like T.I.,
T.I., Jeezy,
Okay. Mike Jones.
Mike Jones. So that's like 3.
You just combine it to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
And then who else? Who else I used to listen to?
Lucy, Paul Wall, and all that. Put it to me.
Who else I listened to when I was younger? The New Boys.
Boys.
Nah,
Soulja Boy.
I'm gonna say the Jerking Mirror.
Okay.
Okay, that's that makes
I'll say
sense.
the Jerking Mirror as a whole. And then who else?
Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the Shuffling Era too.
Black Eyed
Party rock.
Peas, Outkast.
Yeah. So Shuffling Era, T-Pain, Mike Jack, The South, and what was my name? Jerking Mirror.
Yeah.
For me personally, not in no particular order, but early Kanye, like his radio hits, you know. I don't really mess with his new stuff like that, but his older stuff was pretty cool. I would say Jay-Z as well, just because swear, but not a lot of his shit.
Just the radio stuff.
Just the radio stuff, because the lyrics.
Pretty much
all
that's
just-
what all I listen to.
Yeah. So
Why would you say Snoop Dogg?
Snoop and Dre played a big part.
Snoop was like
We
I
could-
like
well,
whatever I heard I like, but my parents mainly listen to like.
Well, I mean, I could say me and him because we played for his league, so
Oh, okay.
that's a whole other story.
Yeah. I mean, just the West Coast in general, because I had like YG on here because he played
Oh,
a
we're
big part.
going that early?
That's what I'm saying. We could do like
That late?
That-
2000s and up. It don't matter.
This one.
Yeah. Like Chris Brown. You feel me? I had a big phase where I was really into Chris Brown.
You got a crush on that nigga.
No, I didn't say
That's
that.
what it sounded like you should have said.
It was to the point to where my mom bought me this nigga CD, and I was sitting there playing the shit in the living room,
Wow.
back to watching the music videos, all type of shit.
That nigga was really like the black Justin Bieber before he got
Facts.
Oh, without a doubt.
He was a new jam Mike Jack. That's what we be saying.
I don't know about Mike Jack.
No?
We should debate on that.
We should. That's gonna be another episode. And I would say like not too much because I don't listen to it now, and y'all gonna look at me super crazy when I say it because it's not something that I do often now. But R&B music, like Alicia Keys, you know, all them old ass early 2000 heartbreak songs and shit. That's the shit that really had me like.
Hey, you know who was fired?
What?
Fell off? Jordan Sparks, bro. When she came out, she was fired, bro.
I can't tell you one song.
That song,
she
No
had.
Air,
No
with
Air?
Chris Brown.
That was her.
Oh yeah, that was her, but nobody really listened to her.
Nobody.
She has
Not
some
like
good
that.
I know Sparkle. I don't know Jordan Sparks. If I know Sparkle.
I'm fine with it.
Now you good. That's pretty much it. Just like R&B as a whole. Alicia Keys, you know,
West
Keisha
Coast.
Cole, all that stuff, and
Usher.
then West Coast artists, Usher for sure. I had that nigga in my ringtone. I ain't gonna lie to you for a minute, but yeah,
Oh, okay. Before we end it out, what was y'all ringtones? I know y'all niggas had one.
ringtones.
Yeah.
When I had my flip phone, I used to, cause I couldn't get like real ringtones besides like the built-in ones.
And they used to
So I
record.
used to record I used to put my phone
Yeah,
to
I
the
did
speaker,
too.
and then for a minute it was the motto, cause that's when I
Motto.
got my first phone.
That's crazy. I
The
remember
motto headlines.
The
It was
Motto.
between those two.
fire. That's fire. I remember I sat in my mama's car on a hot ass day and recorded fucking Kiss Kiss by Chris Brown. I had a little flip phone and I just put that shit up to the
Yeah, exactly. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, I had that shit for a cool minute. And then I think another one I had was Hotline Bling. For sure, by
Too
Drake.
fucking current. Why am I cussing so much? Why I keep saying F this and F that?
Yeah, bro.
I don't know what's going on.
It's okay, bro. Just let it out. It's all good.
No, nigga, why is that so current, bro? Why are you listening to Hotline Bling as your ringtone?
When did you get your first phone?
It's like 2015.
When I got my first phone, I would say I was in the 7th grade.
Okay, that's
6th grade.
why.
6th grade.
That's why.
Yeah, I didn't get a phone until early.
You said you got a phone in like middle school.
I didn't get mine till like 4th grade.
Yeah, I got
4th grade?
Yeah. No,
4th grade kind of early.
Probably,
I'm not even
probably a little bit earlier than that, but it was like a Boost Mobile.
Yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
crazy.
I
I got mine in 5th grade. But it's like a little flip phone, little track phone.
You know, mine was like a little sidekick, but it really wasn't a sidekick. It was like those ones that already had the built-in games, like it had Need for Speed,
Oh,
like
yeah,
Resident
yeah.
Evil and stuff like that on there.
Yeah.
I had Brick Breaker on my shit.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
Cause
I
I
had-
was crazy. I had an old ass little
Oh, I
flip
had
phone.
Tetris on there too.
Tetris is crazy.
No, but what was my ringtone? It was Awesome from 2K11. It was that was my ringtone for at one point, and then what was the other one? It was dang, who was that nigga name? Diggy Simmons. It was not Diggy Simmons. It was Transformer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I could transform. Yeah, I could transform. Okay,
That's a banger.
that's about it.
That's a banger for you. You done?
Yeah.
Good. All right. This has been the first episode, the premiere episode of the To Be Honest podcast. This will be releasing simultaneously with the first special episode on YouTube, and hopefully I can get it on Apple Podcasts soon. I'm trying to figure that out. But yeah, man, I've been your host, Eric. This has been Julian. This has been Ky, and we're gonna get at you next time.
Yes, sir.
Peace. That wasn't too bad, guys.